I live alone in a small apartment. I work from home, so I don't get out much. Most of my interactions with the outside world are through deliveries, groceries, takeout, packages. It's convenient, but it also means I rely on strangers coming to my door. There's this one delivery driver, though, who started to make me uneasy. He's always the same guy, older, with a thin, almost gaunt face and eyes that seem to linger a little too long. He never says much, just a curt delivery for George, and then he's gone. It started with small things. He'd occasionally make a comment about something he saw through my window, like, "Nice view of the park," or "You have a lot of plants." Harmless enough, but it felt intrusive. Then, he started showing up at odd hours, not just during the usual delivery windows, but late at night or early in the morning. He'd claim it was air-scheduled delivery or a system error, but it always seemed to coincide with when I was alone. One time, he brought a package that I hadn't ordered. I told him there must be a mistake, but he insisted it was for me, that it had my name and address on it. I reluctantly took it, and when I opened it, it was just a small, unmarked box, nothing inside. That night, I started noticing things, small things, like a light flickering that I hadn't noticed before, or a faint scratching sound coming from the hallway. I tried to convince myself it was just my imagination, but the feeling of being watched was overwhelming. I started checking my security cameras more frequently. I noticed that the delivery driver would sometimes pause outside my door, just standing there, for a few seconds before ringing the bell. He'd also linger in the hallway after leaving, looking around like he was trying to see inside. One evening, I was watching TV when I heard a knock at the door. I looked at the security camera, and it was him. He was holding a small paper bag. I didn't answer. He knocked again, harder this time. I could hear him muttering something under his breath. I still didn't answer. After a few minutes, he finally left, but I could see him on the camera, walking slowly down the hallway, looking back at my door. I didn't sleep that night. I kept checking the security cameras, watching for any sign of him. I even put a chair against the door, just in case. The next morning, I found a note slipped under my door. It was written in a messy, almost childlike scrawl. It said, "I know you're in there." That's when I called the police. They took my statement, but they said there wasn't much they could do without any evidence of a crime. I've changed my delivery address to a P.O. box. I've installed extra locks on my door, but I still can't shake the feeling that he's watching me, that he knows where I am, and that someday, he'll be back.